Welcome everyone, I'm DarkHour717, and as we come up on IAE as well as Citizencon, this is the time of year we're going to see the biggest free fly event as well as an influx of new players and citizens. So in preparation, I felt it would be good to go over all that is offered as far as starter packages and which one's going to be, in my opinion, the best value for the cost. Before we get started though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and also follow on Twitch. As I mentioned, we're going to be coming up on the time of year we see a large number of new players. And one question we get asked often in stream is going to be, what is the best recommendation of a starter package? There's several starter packages to choose from on the RSI site. The package as well as the time of year you're deciding to get into Star Citizen can definitely make a difference. As we get closer to IAE, some added bonuses are typically put in there for anyone getting in new. So before we get into the packages, I'm going to cover a couple of additional items to keep an eye out for to improve your experience. The first item to always keep in mind is the referral code. This is a code from a current citizen you can use to get some bonus AUEC, 5,000 AUEC to be exact. Not a huge amount, but enough for a set of armor or some weapons at least. This is available at any time and not dependent on any events, and you can find it located on many streamers' broadcasts as well as in a lot of comments for Star Citizen content creators on their YouTube videos. Or if you have a friend or family member that's in the game, use theirs. The second one I want to talk about is going to be the referral bonus, and this is something that's offered from time to time from CIG, usually around special events, and it's for if you use a referral code of a current player or citizen. You can receive a bonus free ship. Now, in the past, this has ranged from something as simple as a Drake Dragonfly to an Aurora ES. Sometimes they have additional skins that come with it as well. Both you as well as the person whose code you used will receive the free ship once the new citizen has a paid package. These are just two ways in which you can improve your initial starter package, so keep those in mind. No word yet at this time if we'll see a referral bonus at IAE, but historically it is a common occurrence. Getting on to the actual starter packages, as I mentioned, there are a lot of options here. I will go through several and rate the top three, in my opinion, that should be considered. To begin, we're going to look at the first group of packs that are going to be good, though not my first choice. The first pack is going to be the Aurora MR or Mustang Alpha Starter Pack. This is $45 US, includes the digital download of the PU, and of course, whichever ship you pick. Now, this pack is the most budget conscious. While it is possible to get a good start in the game and earn some AUEC, it does have a few slight limitations in the gameplay loops. And for just a tad more, there's a much better option to pick. Now, alongside that starter pack, you have the option to get it with Squadron 42 for an additional $20, and that's going to be the Aurora MR or Mustang Alpha Starter Pack with Squadron 42. It's $65 US. Again, has the same limitations. These are the only packs that offer Squadron 42 along with a starter pack. Realistically, there's no release date for Squadron 42, so to spend the extra money to get that, you're really not going to be out much if you just forego that for right now. Then we have the Anvil C8X Pisces Expedition Starter Pack. It's $60 US, has the small Anvil Pisces, and of course the digital download of the PU, and it really is a great ship. But as a starter pack, it's very limited in its utilitarian nature and not a great fighter. You could likely take out some VLRT first level bounties, but you're not really going to get much further than that. Then we have the Nomad starter pack at $95 US. This contains the consolidated Outland Nomad and of course the PU. Again, utilitarian factor around this provides some limitations, and you'll find bounties will be extremely limited. It's a great ship for its intended purpose, though cost, I would say, somewhat exceeds what it offers in gameplay. You can definitely do much better. Then we have the Anvil Arrow at $90 US and the Hornet F7C at $125 US. Again, either ship plus the digital download of the PU, but much like the Pisces and the Nomad, they're very single role oriented. They're designed for light fighter use, not any cargo space. You're going to be very, very limited in what you can do with this. Then we have the 100i starter pack at $65 US. This gives you the Origin 100i ship, and it really is a gorgeous ship. It's all about style when it comes to Origin, but again, this is going to be very limited. Versatility is there with a bed to log out from and some cabin space, but its size and durability is really going to limit with what you can do within the verse, especially when it comes to bounties. There's also another pack, as I mentioned, that's going to be a much better option. That brings us then to the Constellation Andromeda starter pack. Now this is $225 US. Gives you the Connie Andromeda as well as the digital PU. Overall, this ship is absolutely versatile in every way. It's a gunboat. It can fight. It can do cargo. It can do everything that you want to do except for break down a rock in mining. It really does fill most roles except for budget. And if you're unfamiliar or unsure in any way that Star Citizen is a game that you're going to stick with, I would highly recommend do not spend the budget on the high cost of this one. This is more something I would recommend to someone that has done a free fly or two and has checked out the verse before and is already 100% sure that this is what they want to get into and stick with. So what does that leave us? This brings us down to my three most recommended starter packages: the Avengers Titan, the Drake Cutlass Black, and the Misc Freelancer. Now, why these three? Well, it's because for the cost of what each of these offers, you get versatility to participate in most gameplay loops, as well as the ability to make AUEC at a very good rate for more purchases in game. We'll start with the Avengers Titan. This one's $70 US. Now, its pros are definitely with the budget. $70 US is just a hair over what the average cost of a AAA game is. This ship is going to offer you maneuverability. It's nimble, fast, and if you're new to space sims, it's a great learning ship in flight control and maneuvering. It's a reliable, decent fighter that can be used for bounties well into the MRT range with some practice, and has an interior for bed logout and rear cargo area to easily participate in delivery and box recovery missions, and can even haul a PTV, but nothing larger than that. The cons on the Avengers Titan: only 8 SCU or so of cargo space, means that you have no good way to make a profit doing trading unless you're getting really high cost commodity. It also cannot carry anything larger than a PTV, so sorry Rock owners and Cyclone owners, you're not going to be hauling your vehicles around in this thing. Also, it's a solo ship. It doesn't have multi-crew, so no turrets or support seats. Next, we have the Drake Cutlass Black. This one's $115 US for the starter pack. The pros on this one are going to be versatility. It's got large cargo space, adequately equipped with attack and defense capabilities, and overall can do all jobs to some degree within the game. It's a very popular ship for fighting. Its gun loadout stock is formidable, as well as its stock 16 missile configuration. This ship can fight. With the right person, could definitely be taken into the HRT level bounties. But you also have that cargo space I mentioned with the rear area. This has 46 SCU of cargo space, which can turn a profit with the right commodity, but also allows for the hauling of a Cyclone or even a Grey Cat Rock. Throwing the Rock in here and heading down to surface to do some surface mining can turn a large profit fairly quickly. It also has multi-crew capability with a top turret. A crew member can join in the fight to bring the enemy down even faster, or work as a loadmaster moving cargo in and out as the pilot focuses on ship handling. Cons? Well, budget. This is a higher cost starter pack, and one that is definitely worth its cost, though in rating this on an average person approach, I would be hard pressed to recommend the package to someone with no experience in the verse. Another one is going to be its cargo capacity. While the Cuddy has 46 SCU and can turn a profit on trade, it's all dependent on making the right decision on what runs and what materials you're going to trade to maximize that profit. Unlike something like a Caterpillar that can do some lower value items and still make a decent profit just from sheer bulk, the Cuddy is not as lucky. Another con is going to be durability. The Cuddy really kind of seems susceptible to losing its wings and engine pods easily from what I've seen. Now, this plus only a single shield generator, it really seems like this ship should have more to it. Another con, well, everybody has one. Just kidding though, but it's one of the most commonly seen ships in the game, and understandably, seeing its versatility, it really makes it a fan favorite. But I would say cockpit is a con on this one. Though not horrible, especially for a veteran pilot in the verse, it has its quirks. Struts that seem to be a nuisance to more newer players, get in the way of your line of sight, more MFD displays than you know what to do with, and a quantum reticle that is almost at the bottom of the HUD. The layout seems dated and could use some work, and for a new player, this could get frustrating and be a deterrent. Final of the three, well, this one is for our org member J-Skell, the Misc Freelancer. Now, this is $125 US. Now, the pros for the Misc Freelancer are going to start with its versatility. Again, much like the Cutlass Black, there's not much that this ship can't participate in. Larger cargo capacity means that you can carry up to 2 Cyclones or 1 Cyclone and a rock with no issue. It's got a large rear ramp that's ideal for taking vehicles in and out or getting the rock if you're going to do some surface mining. It's a wider door. It's not as tight of a fit on the Cutlass that can sometimes cause an issue. And with 66 SCU, it's also got the most SCU space of all the starter packs with the exception of the Constellation Andromeda. Multi-crew capability also exists on this one, much like the Cutlass. It has a rear turret, though not with the widest field of view due to the back hump of the Freelancer. It is a highly capable turret though. Durability, this thing is durable. In my opinion, over the Cutlass and the Titan, this thing can take a punch. With dual components across the board, including shield generators, this ship can actually take a beating and just keep going. And another pro for the Misc Freelancer is going to be its fighting and defense. While she does not look like much, she's got it where it counts. With dual turrets on each side of the fuselage, this ship can definitely fight. Guns are a standard size 3 mount, and the sight of these things firing out in front of you is impressive. And this will actually get you into the HRTs with no problem, in my opinion. And making AUC can be a little bit easier. But again, speaking from the view of an average person not already in love with the game, the cost is a bit more than I would recommend to jump on. The other con that this has is maneuverability. This thing flies like a wet sponge. It definitely is not the most nimble or responsive, and that can make some bounties more difficult. With a tendency to have some oversteer, this one takes a bit more to get used to and really become good at fighting in it. Frustration inside the ship itself is another con on this, and I've definitely experienced this in my travels. With some interact points, it's a bit too easy to trigger the wrong item. This can cause some madness when you only want to go out the back ramp and you keep getting sucked into the rear turret, or you want to go up into the front cockpit door and accidentally trigger the bed animation. And also, it's got 2 miles of dashboard. And then the final con on this is speed is not its friend. In comparison to the Titan and the Cutlass Black, this thing is not that fast. In all reality, this thing really does fly just how it looks. These 3 and all the starter packages are great ships in their own rights. But of my top 3, which one wins? I'd have to go with the Avengers Titan. Obviously, as most things in life, budget plays a major part in anything. And bang for your buck, this one is the best option, I feel. You get an all-around ship that will cover a number of different missions, and even though you cannot put a rock in it, you can still do hand mining, which can be very profitable. It's a good, decent first fighter, especially with those new to the verse and flying mechanics. A simple dash display which gives you easily accessible MFDs to see yours as well as the target status. Future potential on this can go anywhere. The price point you start at with the Avengers Titan will give any new player an opportunity to see if the game is for them. After that, they can build on this ship doing upgrades into other ships such as the Cutlass Black or the Freelancer easily. The Titan gives you the largest amount of flexibility in what direction you want to go as you advance in the verse. So yeah, the Titan, that's my winner. After that, I would say the Cutlass is second, followed by the Freelancer. Sorry, J-Scale, you got third. I hope you have found this useful though, and for anybody considering getting into Star Citizen, that this will give you some information to make a wise decision. And good luck to all the new people that are going to be getting in this year's IAE and Free Fly. And definitely do not forget about that referral information I mentioned. It will definitely work out in your favor in the long run. And if needed, there's a referral code in the description of the video here, or you can always get the referral code from our live stream every Wednesday and Sunday night at 7 p.m. Let me know what you think, or if there's a ship that you would recommend differently in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and follow on Twitch. And if you want to help support the channel, head on over to our Patreon and members page on YouTube. All the support is greatly appreciated, and that helps us give back a little bit to you guys with the giveaways that we like to hold. But thanks again, and we'll catch you next time.